As we love horror here at IGN, we've decided to put together a list of genre flicks that you might have missed over the last decade. 15 scary movies that demand to be seen or deserve a second chance. And we're kicking off with The House of the Devil, which revolves around a student accepting a babysitting job even though it means travelling to a creepy mansion in the middle of nowhere, and in spite of the fact that there doesn't actually seem to be a baby. Horror ensues with the title wholly accurate.
They lied to you.
I know,
They're liars.
okay, I know you're right. But it's $400. This is huge. This one night changes everything for me.
The Awakening is a spine-chilling period piece set soon after the end of the Great War that features a wonderful central performance from Rebecca Hall and tells the tale of spirits from the past haunting those in the present.
Did any of you see this ghost boy for yourselves?
I did miss. It was on the upper corridor.
Hello?
Ever been skiing and felt a flash of fear when your chairlift momentarily stops? Well, spread that sensation over the best part of an hour, throw in some bloodthirsty wolves, and the result is the tense and terrifying Frozen.
If we're up here all week, we're gonna die.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
A festive gathering turns terminal in The Children, a hugely entertaining entry into the killer kid subgenre. Preying on the most primal of fears, the film asks what you'd do if your kids turned on you. American Mary tells the tale of a struggling medical student who makes ends meet by carrying out underground and sometimes illegal operations for some seriously shady characters. Both startling and thought-provoking, Mary herself deserves to become something of a horror icon.
I'm crazy.
Set in a world where the villains in slasher movies are real, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon is a brilliant mockumentary that follows the efforts of a wannabe serial killer to take his place alongside the likes of Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers.
Don't you get it? We're in this now. We're part of this equation.
We're right where he wants us. All of us.
Set during the bubonic plague, Black Death is the grim tale of a monk teaming up with a violent band of mercenaries to investigate whether stories of corpses coming back to life are true. Sean Bean and Eddie Redmayne star, while the kills are imaginative and deeply unpleasant. Take one of John Hughes' beloved teen movies, chop it up, pass it through a blender, and the result will probably be the dark and twisted Australian horror The Loved Ones. Robert McLeavy is both adorable and terrifying as Lola Stone, who asks a boy to the prom and doesn't take his rejection too well.
It boils your brains and turns you into one of them.
Kill List initially tells the tale of a pair of contract killers carrying out one last job, but as the film progresses, you slowly realise that it's about something much, much worse, transforming into one of the most disturbing horrors of the last 10 years.
1, 2, 3. Abracadabra.
If you're making a list of the most terrifying creatures on the planet, sheep are unlikely to feature near the top, but Kiwi horror comedy Black Sheep will ensure that you never look at the woolly bastards in the same way again.
The sheep are revolting.
Aren't they?
Oh no.
In spite of some serious star power in the shape of Milla Jovovich, Steven Zahn, Chris Hemsworth and Timothy Olyphant, A Perfect Getaway didn't get seen by nearly enough people, which is a crime against horror as the film was a brutal and hugely entertaining mystery thriller that keeps you guessing until the blood-soaked final reels. Movies rarely come more messed up than this, with Calvaire combining the most unpleasant elements of misery and deliverance in the tale of a lounge singer whose car breaks down in the worst place possible. Monsters attack a small Irish town, and because of their alcohol allergy, the only place to hide is the pub. If that setup doesn't make you want to watch Grabbers, we don't know what will. And mercifully, this hilarious horror lives up to the promise of that near-perfect premise.
Have you got Semtex on you? Not on me, no.
I'm pissed.
It's okay.
I'm alright.
For a change of pace, we're plumping for a documentary, but one that's about a horror film. And not just any scary movie, but rather Troll 2, which for a time held the honour of being the worst film of all time on IMDb. It really isn't that bad, however, and indeed something of a cult has built up around the film since its initial disastrous release, with Best Worst Movie charting Troll 2's fall and remarkable rise.
Friends and I thought we were like the only people in the world who knew about this.
Wow! Hey, nice to meet you. I don't feel that kind of feeling when I'm drilling a cavity.
Perhaps the best of the hoodie horrors, Citadel tells the tale of a young man who witnesses the murder of his wife at the hands of a hooded gang, and who soon discovers that the youngsters might not be entirely human. What follows is powerful, moving, and unforgettable.
Remember, Tommy, feel the fear.
And let it pass.
That's our list of scary movies you might have missed in the last decade, but let us know your suggestions in the comments below, and make sure you check back to IGN for all your horror needs.